Hello, I'm David Wolf. Welcome to the 6th video in the Safatova Institute 7 Principles for Fulfilling Relationships series. Imagine you're driving in a car. Say I'm driving in a car. I'm driving in a Toyota and I'm thinking, I'm Japanese because this car, this vehicle was made in Japan. And then the next week I get into a Volkswagen and I think, well, now I'm German. And the next week I'm in a Ford and I'm thinking, now I'm an American because the vehicle was made in America. So we think, well, that's ridiculous, that's funny. But that's what we're doing. We mentioned in the very first video that we're spiritual beings having a human experience, and so that this body is like a vehicle. It's an important vehicle, just like we take care of our car. We keep it in good shape because it helps us on our journey to get from here to get to there. So similarly, this body is a vehicle, important to take care of it. If we're thinking that we are this body, like if I'm thinking, yes, I'm American, white, black, tall, short, woman, man, because those are the designations of this body, it's the same qualitatively as thinking, yes, I'm Japanese because I'm driving in a Toyota. So the principle for today is authenticity, and authenticity means we're living with the consciousness of our core self, our essential spiritual identity, and not from something external. And so we tend, the coverings, they of course tend to be more subtle than just nationality or race. There might be something like, we might have a mask that I'm the intellectual person. I'm the intellectual person, or I'm the humorous person, or maybe I'm a very weak person, I'm a very strong person. Now we all of these qualities, all of these ways of being have their authentic side, that we all have an intellectual side. But let's say if I want to be playful and spontaneous and fully authentic, but I can't be because I need to give an intellectual image, then it's a mask. It's controlling me. I'm not controlling it. Or let's say if I want to show some fragile, weak, vulnerable side, but I can't because I'm the strong person. Everyone knows that. So then it's a mask. It's controlling me. And we tend to put up masks instead of an authentic presentation to the world in relationships, because we have a sense of, well, if you really knew me, you wouldn't like me, or you wouldn't love me. And so I think to put up this mask, I'll get something for it. I'll get some approval, or at least I'll avoid disapproval, or I'll get some care, affection. And the thing is that even if it works, even if by putting up a false facade, and people do like us because of the mask we're putting up, it's not satisfying. It's not satisfying, because I think, okay, yes, he respects me, she cares for me, she appreciates me, but it's not really me. I'm just putting up a show. Whereas if we're willing, we have the courage and the clarity to live authentically, that here I am, genuine, authentic, then whatever comes my way, whether it's approval, disapproval, anger, love, it's life, it's alive, it's vital, because it's me, because it's for me. And so I would encourage you to identify at least one quality that you know it's not fully alive in your life, one quality of your authentic being, your authentic self, it's not fully alive, and to manifest, to express that quality in at least 2 particular ways each day for the next week. So it might be security or confidence. So I would identify, yeah, here's a situation coming up today. Here's a situation where I would normally be weak, fearful, overly shy, scared, insecure, and I'm making a choice. I'm choosing security. And this is very empowering, because we get that these authentic qualities of our spiritual selves, they're not dependent, experiencing them is not dependent on anything external. It's not dependent on anything external. We're choosing security, we're choosing happiness. We're not chasing happiness, chasing security, chasing power. So choose at least one quality that's not fully manifest. It's been covered over. Maybe it's playfulness. And so we identify, here's a few times during the day I know I would naturally be serious and overly grave and sober, but I'm gonna be. Or maybe it's honesty, truthfulness. I know I have a tendency in certain relationships to be manipulative, deceptive. So I'm making a point. I'm choosing honesty, truthfulness, straightforwardness. Communication, transformative communication. The Sattva Tov approach to self-realization is transformative communication, communication-based, spiritual-based. And in an earlier video, we spoke about empathy. We spoke about the listening aspect of it, the understanding, and also expression. To be authentic entails having the quality and the skill to express ourselves authentically. And as part of my PhD, my doctoral research and dissertation, I developed what's called the Vedic Personality Inventory. I did some research on the psychological paradigm from the ancient Vedic literatures from India. And it describes there are 3 modes of nature, or 3 gunas. And we can understand everything in the world in terms of the 3 gunas, or modes, from the food we eat, the work we do, to how we communicate. We can imagine if someone's very passive, that would be called the mode of inertia or passivity. If someone's overly aggressive, that's the mode of rajas or activity. And then a balanced approach to expression is what we would call the sattvic mode. Sattvic, like English words like satisfied or saint, comes from sattvic. So assertiveness. Assertiveness, it's integral to our authenticity, to our integrity. I encourage you to practice this win strategy at least once in the next week and notice your experience and take a step towards mastering this tool for responsible and powerful authentic expression. Thank you.